Hey, for Daniel. Hello.
Thank you.
Of course, my pleasure. Cell phone charger back there if you need one.
Okay.
Did you find everything you needed at Kohl's today?
Well, I went to play Dungeons and Dragons right next door.
Oh, nice.
And I just happened to walk around afterwards and grab a couple things. But yeah.
Very cool. All right, so tell me about your character.
Oh, right now I'm a level 3 Hexblade.
Hexblade. All right.
Yeah.
What's your race? What's your class?
Human.
Human. Okay.
Human.
So just playing human.
Yep. Human Warlock Hexblade. Yep.
Oh, that's fun. All right. Cool.
And
Level 3. So you're just getting started.
Yeah, which we just started today.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay.
Very first campaign, Descent into Avernus.
Descent into Avernus. Okay.
Yep. And then my buddy's Lizard Folk
Barbarian. Okay. Lizard Folk Barbarian.
Which is really cool. He plays that really well.
Yeah. Okay.
And we got another guy joining tomorrow supposedly, so we're gonna see.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Today, like session 0, we just hash everything out, details and whatnot, create the characters.
Exactly. Yeah, build them out, flesh it out, kind of say, okay, what's the quest we're going to do? Good job on leveling up 3 times already so quickly.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Other than that, it was fun.
That's great. Is this your first D&D, or have you done a few other campaigns?
No, I've been playing since 2011.
Oh, nice. Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I started playing 3.5.
Wow. Okay.
And then Pathfinder, 4th edition now.
Okay.
5th edition.
And you're just into it. You like it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it's a good
great.
pastime hobby, you know.
Yeah.
Outside of everything else.
Right. It's a lot of fun. You can. I'm an actor and a comedian, so you get to work those skills out. You know?
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yep.
That's
You'd be surprised, you get different walks of life there. You know?
Exactly.
There's an older guy. He's about 60.
Oh, whoa.
He's played from the original up to original Dungeons and Dragons book up to now. I'm like, wow, that's really cool.
He's just been at it his whole life.
Yep.
Wow, the whole time. That's so cool.
Yeah. So it's fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. So are you into like other mythology and?
Oh yeah. Heck yeah. Right now I'm doing a lot of research into Egyptian mythology right now.
Oh, fun. Okay.
I feel like they get overlooked a lot, especially in D&D. So D&D's just now starting to bring them into the pantheon.
Okay.
Of gods and deities.
Sure.
So I've been really looking into them a lot more now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, Greek mythology I always think is so interesting. Like when I get people in the car, one of the questions I ask them about is like, if you could go to any point in human history, where would you want to go to? And whatever their response is, one of my favorite responses is I want to go to Egypt and ask the commoners what they think of life and death while the pharaohs are building their pyramids.
Yeah, the pyramids and sphinxes and stuff. Yeah.
Right? What do people think? What happens after we die? What happens to them? Because the gods are there, the pharaohs are the only ones that get to live forever. So what do the commoners think, right?
Yeah, that's a good thought. Yeah.
So
that's really cool. Yeah.
Would you like to see Egypt kind of when it was being built, when it was being put
You know what? I would.
Yeah.
I want to see like because that's like one of the oldest forms of architecture, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
forever, yeah.
Not the first civilization, but one of the oldest.
One definitely.
And one of the most advanced even to this day.
Even to this day, yeah. How they irrigated water, how they built the pyramids themselves, the structures of the city, the
mathematics.
Yeah.
It was just modern. They were basically modern day engineers, and so long ago, you wonder how they do it.
Absolutely. So, do you think aliens were involved at all?
You know what? There's so much stuff out there. How can we be the only ones?
I definitely agree. I definitely agree. There's an infinite universe. There's got to be life out there.
I mean, there's stuff we haven't seen. I mean,
absolutely.
Who knows?
Absolutely. Now, are you familiar with the Fermi paradox? Have you ever heard of that?
No.
All right. So the Fermi paradox talks about how the habitable range for planets, right, from a star. So the whole universe is expanding, right? So we can track the trajectory of where planets were, whole solar systems, 1 billion years ago, 12 billion years ago, 75 billion years ago, right? Where were they habitable?
Right.
What they're finding is that some planets were habitable 200,000 million years ago, or 7 billion years ago. We didn't have life on our planet.
So are they getting closer to the sun or away from it?
And it just, everything's expanding, right?
Okay.
So everything's going and everything's expanding from itself and each other. But life wasn't available on Earth at the time life might have been available on other planets. And so whole species could have evolved, could have had interstellar flight, could have had all that, and it could have collapsed completely.
I got you.
Outside of the time we were alive and existed.
They could have came here.
Yeah.
And then that's where we got the original form, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And there was nothing here.
That's a good thought.
Yeah.
That is why haven't I heard that yet? That wasn't even in my philosophy classes at all.
Well, there you go. Right? See? And so I think that's interesting because, like you said, the universe is infinite, but what we don't realize is truly how large it actually is.
Yeah.
Nearest solar systems are hundreds of billions of light years away.
Yeah.
So traveling it faster than we can go currently, it's going to take 1 billion to get there.
So it could be a whole different thing out there. But yeah.
And so who knows? Yeah, I think it's really interesting. I mean, yeah, it could have been aliens came here and we were just a rock that had some water on it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe didn't even have water yet. Do you know how they theorized that water got onto planet Earth?
No.
That over billions of years, meteors would crash with drops of water on them. And that's how they built the ocean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
See, and that's what's fascinating. The universe is like that big and that long that a planet can get filled with water. 70% water on planet Earth.
Yeah.
One drop at a time.
Over billions of years. It makes sense. It happened, you know?
Yeah. It happened, right?
And you're like, well, yeah, man, yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. I've never looked at it that way either.
Right. Yeah.
That's my first time hearing about that.
So you're studying philosophy?
I studied philosophy, at one point when I was in college. I took it for a class.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
When you were in college?
It was between philosophy and religion.
Sure.
Everyone took religion. I took philosophy.
Sure.
Just did something a little different.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah, religion is how people push their philosophy. So
yeah,
that's really all it is. So then, what were you majoring in?
Engineering science.
Oh, nice. Okay, engineering science. Nice.
Yeah.
So what field of science are you doing engineering?
So right now I'm industrial.
Oh, okay.
I actually work up the street in Gurnee here at a company called Cali.
Cali? Okay.
Yeah. Nice. So that's really cool. But I didn't pick a specific like mechanical or engineering.
Okay.
I decided to be more broad and learn a little bit about all of it.
Sure.
And that's where the engineering science part of it comes from.
Okay.
So everyone still, I get interviews to this day. Explain what engineering science is. All right, well there we go.
Yeah.
Because believe it or not, I've met a mechanical engineer who knew very little about mechanics.
Oh man. Oh, that's so funny.
Right.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm like, hey, look, you gotta know these. You gotta know a little bit about everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got at least know. Hey, what's current? Oh my god, you know what current is? Oh, okay, here we go. Especially when you come into the industrial field with it, because I didn't want to go industrial. I want to go civil at first.
Okay.
But then my buddy convinced me, like, hey, look, check out ergonomical engineering, where you do things to
how you're there for the body, how it's going to work, how
because he was doing that.
Yeah.
He was in an industrial setting. I'm like, all right, cool.
Sure.
I checked it out, and I'm like, this is super easy. I like it.
Nice. That's fun. That's cool.
So
yeah. You might be interested in this. I had a guy in the car. I had him in the car for like 40 minutes. So we talked about his line of business, and it's this new line of building manufacturing where instead of assembling it here on site,
right,
they build it at the factory and send all the stuff in line and assemble it together.
Yeah, I've seen those. Those are really, so they started with the small scale, like little houses and little shacks and whatnot. I've seen that, and it's actually caught on and it's grown.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, people even have like houses that you can just hitch up and go.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're like, what? Where's your house at? Right here behind me.
Right. It's in pieces. It's just unfolded and it'll be there. Yeah, I think that's cool, and that comes in with a level of architecture, design, and then you have to have the understanding of not just one field, but you have to understand electricity, how it's going to flow, how the current's going to flow, because these are all smart walls now. You can plug something into it, you can have an app control stuff, and then how's the hydro going to go into that, how's the plumbing going to go into it, all that stuff.
And those are like things that are always trades, that people we don't want to do trades anymore. Trades are dying, sadly.
It's unfortunate because we really need it. It's a great way to make money, to not have to be in debt. You just go to trade school. I mean,
it's really good. So I have a welding certificate.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I weld at times. Like,
cool.
Wait, you weld? Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't you like a? Yeah. But I can weld too. Let's just get in there and do it.
Yeah.
But no one really welds anymore.
Oh man.
You know, and it's a good high paying business too.
Oh, I bet. And as an engineer, if you come up with an idea, you're more apt to be able to create it because you understand how this stuff works.
Yeah. You know,
that's
because
cool.
The basis of everything, and this right here is a big one, and people don't believe me when I say it, but it starts in your head. It starts with your imagination.
Yeah.
If your mind isn't, you know, vast enough to even consider it, you're not gonna really do much.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, and so I try to use my imagination as much as possible.
That's great.
It's the best thing in the world.
I talked to my daughter. She's 9, and she's always like, I'm bored. And I'm like, that's the gift. That's when your mind is gonna be working on something.
That's when you close your eyes.
When you're not staring at a game, you're not reading something, you're not playing something. You're thinking, you're solving a puzzle, you're creating something.
Yeah.
You know, that's the gift. And I said that's the best. If the two things that are superpowers in this world, the way it is nowadays, is for one to be able to handle boredom that way.
Yep.
And for two to not be scared of pain, to not be scared to fail, to say I'm gonna go try, I'm gonna do something, and I'm gonna fall down. If I'm gonna fall down, I'll get up
and get right back up and keep doing it again.
That's it. Those are all you need. Those are the things that be superpowers.
Those are huge. Those are really huge. You know.
Yeah.
I try and get my nephew into building models.
Yeah.
Gundams, cars.
Yeah.
You know, I did it when I was little.
Yeah.
Even Transformers when I was younger. They were really, you know, they were difficult at one time.
Yeah, they're like a puzzle.
Yeah,
to figure out how they
work. Take them apart and put it back together perfectly. You know, even with the instructions, without the instructions. You know, so.
Oh, for sure.
But he's into that. He doesn't care about that. I'm like, oh man, okay.
Doesn't want to deal with it.
Well,
Oh man, I grew up working on
nice.
Cars like that. Me and my dad, man, we used to work on those.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's a perfect day for it too.
Yeah, well, that's what I like in Illinois. I'm from California. These cars are all over the place in California.
Oh yeah.
But in Chicago, you only see them.
No, you only see them during certain times.
Yeah, these are going to be gone in September.
Yep. Only see them at certain times.
Yep.
I guess I don't know if you're in the area or not, but they have like a 4th Street cruise up here.
Oh really?
Well, no, not what's that? Scoop the Loop. Sorry.
Scoop the Loop. Okay.
Yep. And they show off all the old school cars and whatnot.
Oh, that's fun.
And they have like a bike night. You know, everyone with the bikes and all the biker clubs come out.
Yeah.
Over there down towards Genesee and Waukegan. It's really nice.
I might have to check it out because I just love old cars. I'm from the city, so I had a passenger had to go all the way to Round Lake. It was like a 75-minute drive. I was like, oh,
wow, you came from Chicago here?
Yeah, to here. So
man,
like, fine, let's go for it. So I do. You ever watch that Jim Carrey movie Yes Man?
Yeah.
So that's how I am with Uber. I say yes to whatever it is, wherever I'm gonna end up, wherever it's gonna take me. I'm here for it. I'm just gonna see where it's gonna go.
And then work my way back.
Yeah, then work my way back. And they have a thing where you can say, hey, send me towards this address, and they'll start giving you rides towards that way. And then what's great is like I learn all the boroughs, I learn all the cities, I learn all the neighborhoods.
Little villages that you never even heard of.
Yeah, and they got these little restaurants where it's like I'll hop onto Google and I'll be like, all right, where's the spot to eat? Show me where to eat. And
they're like 5-star gourmet, top line in it. Oh man.
Yeah, I love it.
I watched diners.
Oh,
you know, with Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri, yeah.
And he's been around here a couple times.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Even Kenosha, you know, which isn't far away.
Oh, yeah.
Even Kenosha a couple times.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that one. You want to know what's funny, though? All right, check this out. So, I grew up in Santa Rosa, California, which is where Guy Fieri's from. We've seen his car, so I tell people I'm straight out of Flavortown.
He's all, oh, man. But, yeah, he's... Like, I love that show. I'm not sure they make even new ones, though. I don't know if they are, but, man, he's hilarious. Yeah, Guy Fieri's great. Yeah. But, yeah, I remember, like, Johnny Garlic's, like, when it opened up and it was one. It was just like, one? Yeah, and, like, I ate there when I was a kid. I was like, when it opened the first week, we're like, oh, let's try it out. Let's see. It's like, okay, I get it. It's good. It's fine. It's good. And then, yeah, Tex Wasabi, he opened up. He opened up a couple other places. And then started going on Food Network and getting big. Food Network is where it's at for him. Yeah, and I mean, I would see him like as like, because I grew up in this place called Coffee Park, which is a part of Santa Rosa, and he was in Coffee Park, and so I would see him in that Camaro, just cruising, and he's like just with his arm out, you know. Yeah, and he was just the dude. He was just the guy. I was just like, all right, I knew the car. I didn't know blonde spike hair. I didn't even see the driver. I was always staring at the car. Right? Yeah, that's really cool. You know, you wouldn't believe it. There's a lot of different stuff out here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I bet. Yeah, and I do like the area. There's definitely a lot of spots to check out, which is cool. And then like there's the Six Flags not far from here, which is right. Which is right up. It's right up the street from me. Yeah. Right up the street. Oh, nice. Okay. Right up the street. Yeah. So you probably know on the days to go where nobody's there, and then Wednesday. That's it. Go on Wednesday. Wednesday. Yeah, if it's not raining. Yeah, if it's not raining, on Wednesday. For some reason, Wednesday is the day no one never goes. I don't know how.
It's so funny, but that's absolutely right. Yeah, when I lived in LA, Disneyland, Wednesday was the day to go to Disneyland. The same thing. Yeah, because there's nobody there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's cool. That is cool.
How many people you have in your D&D campaign?
Right now, so this is my new group. We have 3.
3? Okay.
Yep. And I have a Tuesday group where we're at 6.
Oh, 6. Okay.
We just lost a guy due to work obligations. Yep. So we have.
How do you find D&D people? You on like a forum or?
So recently I've hopped on Facebook and typed in Northern Illinois D&D groups.
It's that easy.
Yep. But I found these guys just at the mall one day.
Oh, really?
I was walking around the mall. I was shopping.
Yeah.
I was new to the area, and I saw a Gamers World. I'm like, Gamers World, I'm a gamer.
Yeah.
And I saw a little area with Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. Like, man, let me check it out. Looked over there, and these guys are sitting there rolling bones. I say, oh, how you guys doing? Like, how can someone join, and what's going on, and what's that, So.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. You went out there. You just said, I'm gonna go out and meet some people and say hi. That takes a bit to get over. Like I said, it's that fear of failure, right? People are scared to get rejected.
Rejection
so they're too scared to say hi.
Yeah,
but we need it. We need to say hi, especially now COVID's done. We can start
saying hi again.
Yeah. Maybe not high five, high elbow still, but say hi.
Who knows? I don't know. Who knows nowadays? I don't know. I just don't know. Keeping up with the basketball championships at all?
I haven't. No, I don't follow sports. Who's playing?
Denver and Miami.
Okay.
Denver Nuggets against the Miami Heat.
Ooh, wow. Okay, that's interesting. And they're making it to the finals?
This is the finals. Yep, it's the championship.
Wow.
Here, whoever wins this wins the whole shebang.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Because I haven't heard Miami Heat. Who's even on Miami? Like who's on?
Jimmy Butler. He used to play for the Bulls.
Okay. Okay.
Tyler Hero. I don't want to say his name. Adebayo.
Sure.
Adebayo. He's a really great defender type.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of good guys on. A lot of good guys actually. And then,
really?
You got Jokic and those guys on Miami. I mean in Denver.
Denver. Okay.
Yep.
So which team's got your money? Who's?
I don't know.
Don't know yet.
I don't know yet. I'm not making a commitment just yet.
Sure.
Because I don't. I watch it for fun.
Yeah.
But if the Bulls were playing, I'd be like, yeah, Bulls.
We're gonna root for the Bulls.
Yep.
See, again, I grew up in California, so if it's a California team, I'm rooting for a California team.
Yeah.
And if say NorCal and SoCal are fighting each other, I just say, well, I hope both teams win. Then that's just how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but.
So I grew up in the South Side of Chicago.
Oh yeah.
Sox fan.
Yeah, Sox.
Yeah. But if the Cubs are out there doing their thing, let's go Chicago.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I always say. Yeah, and if it's national, if you got New York coming up against any Illinois team, it's just how that's gonna go.
I'm like, yeah, hey, you gotta go with the home state, man.
Yeah, just
gotta go with the home state.
I get it. Yeah, I never followed sports. I was again comedian. I do music and all that stuff. So I say I'm an artist. I'm not into.
I like it. I like it. I like the artist.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah. But I do like MMA. Like that's the one sport.
I don't like it anymore.
No, not.
It's getting too much. It's getting too much close to.
Is this one more? Yeah, I get that, and it's seeming a lot more exploitative than it should be, which is kind of problematic.
So I started watching MMA back during Pride.
Yeah.
K1, Strike Force.
Yeah.
And UFC were all competing.
Yeah.
And then Dana White bought Pride and bought all those guys. Like I've seen the wars with Chuck Liddell and BJ Penn.
Yeah.
My favorite at the time was always Quentin Rampage Jackson.
Rampage was great.
I loved him. I wanted him to have a longer tenure as a champion. But Rashad Evans is good though.
Too good.
Everyone forgets how good he really was.
He was, way back. Yeah, see, and I love those old highlights, those old clips. And because back then, MMA, UFC, you had to knock somebody out to win. You had to finish the fight.
It was really fighting, And shout out to the Gracies because they really showed you how to use jiu-jitsu. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay. What's the other guy? Man, one more guy. Randy Couture.
Oh, Couture.
I love his fighting style.
Yeah.
That what they call it, Greco-Roman, boxing or whatever.
Yeah.
He just get right in your face and he just give it to you.
Wouldn't stop. He just kept going.
Put it on you. Yeah. So
yeah,
he's
I love
a great
that
one.
capacity. Yeah,
I was there for the transition of Brock Lesnar when he went from
oh
WWE.
yes, I saw that.
You know,
yeah.
he lost his first match to Frank Mir, but
Mir, and then did Velasquez, right? Did he fight Cain Velasquez, or
he fought so his second fight, which he won, was against forgot the guy's name.
Yeah,
he's a bigger guy with the mohawk.
Yeah.
But he beat him. Then he instantly got a title shot against Randy Couture.
Mm-hmm.
Caught Randy Couture with a big right hand over his hit, knocked him out and whatnot.
Yeah.
Then he went and fought, I think, Shane Carwin, who was on a knocking out spree.
Yeah.
I don't know how he won that fight because the first round he was dominated.
That's very true.
And
physically, he just kept him down. Yeah, I remember.
And
seeing
Shane
that.
Carwin Shane Carwin gassed himself.
Yeah.
Second round, Brock chokes him out. I'm like, oh, that is great. You know, I didn't know you could even do submissions. You're a big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then he lost to, I think he lost to, was it Junior Santos or Cain
Santos? No, I think it was Velasquez.
Yeah, I think it was Cain Velasquez.
Yeah.
Tried to come back, lost again, and then he just, he left it alone for a little
while. I remember he was having that gut problem. Somebody punched him in the stomach and he doubled over.
So he actually had like half his intestines taken out, you know? I was like, I didn't believe it at first, but
then you saw how he took that hit and you're like, oh yeah, there's something up with him. He can't do it.
Now he's back in the WWE and it's set to say the WWE pays him more.
Way more. Yeah, way more.
You know?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I love WWE. I was a backyard wrestler as a kid. Like, I love that stuff. It's a stage. It's a show. I'm glad they pay people better. But, UFC and WWE just merged, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
They're a big corporation
and that's where I'm like, I'm not sure. I mean, at first it was just lightweight, middleweight, light heavyweight, and then heavyweight.
Right.
Now they got bantamweight, feather,
ultra feather.
You know, I'm like, all right, you grew too fast. Then he had the women. No, nothing wrong with that at all.
But
but at one point, you had Bellator, which is his own separate thing. At one point, they had all those lighter weight classes people can go to.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
It is. It can't.
So,
but that's if somebody wants to control it.
Right, and it just for me, it just grew too fast.
Yeah.
Then John Jones messed around and started getting into drugs. I'm like, I seen him. I watched him come up.
He was so good, though. I saw his DQ from the elbow.
The original one. His only loss.
Yeah, only loss.
Was a DQ elbow coming straight down. It was just illegal, and he stopped himself. I seen him. Everyone's, oh man, Ryan Bader gonna destroy him. He destroyed Ryan Bader. He had wars with the big black guy. He's an announcer now.
I don't know why she's honking at me.
I'm went around.
Blinking.
But all right.
I don't know what you're doing, lady. Like, you got all this room. Why are you bothering me?
I don't know.
Go around.
It's all good. I'm here now. Thank you, though. I really appreciate it.
This was a great chat.
It was a great chat.
Have a great time, man.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
That would make the trip go by so fast.
I love it. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You too. Have a good one, man.
Oh, she was trying to park over there.
Now I get it.
Okay.
Now I get it. All right, that makes sense.
Thank you.
Have a good one, man.
Have a good one.